Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. Remember, we have a monthly membership now of $99 a month. So make sure you get that because we will be in live chat, and you can take live chat with you through our mobile app, and also all the training videos and everything else. You will never miss another trade alert because if something's moving, we notify you. Anyway, just click on the link on the video and start your membership. We have several new members. Welcome aboard, Mark, and several others. And look forward to trading with you in the future. All right, let's get right to it. We're going to look at two. We're going to look at SPY and IBM real quick. Members, it's all the big boys that have run for the last 2 years. We have 233 in the list, and just evaluate those the way I described on the video, and look at the technicals on those, and you can plan out the trades for the longer term setup because we're getting ready to roll over. We think we'll have to see what happens. But as you can see, stochastic runs on SPY. This is a quarterly for SPY. Stochastics run, then drops, runs, then drops. It's run, and you can see you're starting to get your turn here for the first time, okay? And that's really nice to see. Very, very nice to see, okay? You can see this whole entire stretch all the way up. Never really crossed, but it did touch. So here's your first trigger. Okay, and as you know from my past videos, what my targets are for SPY, my long-term targets. We like to see the 160, 166, I believe it is, for the drop. So, and that'll be the reset. That'll be a triple top this way, and then we'll make our move back up to probably about 300 if I had my numbers correct on the last time I laid this out from a technical outlook. Okay, so we're going to drop this down a little bit more now that you know what the quarterly is. You can see the monthly here. I'm not saying everything's broken right now. This thing trades. It's just that simple. So we're slowly drifting down and slowly drifting down here on the monthly. You're still green for the month, but don't know how long that's going to last. But we're going to take a look at the weekly. Now, the weekly, you can see we broke through the middle Bollinger Band and we've come down. And we're almost at this lower Bollinger Band and also the 100, or is it the 50? I'm sorry, that's the 50. Okay, so we have the support at the 50, 205.62, and also the lower Bollinger Band on the weekly. Why is that significant? Well, I'm going to tell you why right now. Because you can see on the daily it's fallen apart and it's just been dropping perfectly, okay, but we're ready for that bounce. And the bounce with that support on the weekly will fall in line with our hourly, where our gap is at 205.84, okay? So we should get the bounce at the 205.84. Here's your gap. That's what our target was, and that's the way it's been working, and it's been doing fantastic. Just like our target to the upside was this gap right here. They left 3 cents of an opening right here because that's how detailed we watch it. And on the move to the upside from here, on the breakout, that's where we wrote it to. Now we're getting ready to do the same thing to the upside again, but I don't think we're going to go as high as we did last time. We only have a little gap right here, but we are going to get some follow through, maybe up to the 50. But more importantly, I would have to be I'd be a watcher of this area right here. So right about 209-ish, somewhere in there. And then if it gets moving to the upside, this one likes to go up to the top of the up to the Bollinger Band, so maybe to 1183. But we are fading in the long term, as you could see. But on the short term, it's nice to play these bounces because it's a very lucrative trade, very lucrative trade. All right, let's get right into IBM real quick. And IBM, we're looking at the same thing on an hourly. The monthly is the same way. Everything's the same way. We're looking for a bounce on this one. Maybe we get to 160. We're going to stick with the hourly here because just looking for a quick trade on this one. So maybe 166, somewhere in that area. But we do have this gap right here. So by some miracle, if something happens, their earnings were pretty bad. So I don't know how it's going to go. But just from a technical standpoint, looking for this to probably get up to the 162, maybe to the 166, depending on the time frame that you're trading. You just have to make sure this consolidation ends because we do have that triple bottom in place today. It hit its third low, and now we should probably start working at least to the top of that, depending. With the market moving to the upside, that'll definitely push IBM. So if we can get that good bounce. But as you can see, it's pretty broken on the daily, and there's really no support here at this point. But you are starting to level out here with your stochastic, so it's a sure sign that you're starting to get a little bit stronger. You just want a little bit of a curl on that, and that curl is going to take place when you get your low on your hourly chart, okay? And it starts to push to the upside. That's why we broke it down to the hourly. So look for IBM to have a trade to the upside at some point here, and maybe if we're lucky enough, we can get this big gap up here at 172. But if not, anyway, a little bit of a bounce to reset the relative strength index on this would be fantastic. All right. This is Matt over at Milestone Capital Growth Portfolio. Remember, members, you have several tickers to do some homework on tonight from a technical standpoint. And also, if you're not a member, make sure you become a member. Great time, good fun, and also lots of profits if you're trading off these technicals. Have yourself a fantastic night.